Okay, if am I visit? No, I'm not. Hmm. Of course, I cannot get back to the thing. Nope, nope, nope. I just want to get back to my. I don't need this. I just want this. Hey, is it going? Nope, it isn't. You. Ah, wait. It is. Ah, wait. Okay, that's good to know. And I'm back. Fuck that. That can go away now because it doesn't work. Is this? Yeah. Hi. I tried to. Yes, a lot of things have changed. I. Yeah. I tried to use Restream because I was like, oh hey, I if I'm trying to stream again, then Restream, then I can stream to Twitch and YouTube. That was a big ass fail because for some reason it worked on Twitch but not on YouTube, so I need to troubleshoot that for myself. But otherwise, yeah. Uh, I might have. I if I trust my Fitbit, I well, not my Fitbit, what I logged into my Fitbit, it's went up, now it's going down. So hey, that's nice. Otherwise, also thank you because I count that as a compliment of like, I lost weight. Um, yeah, I basically have planned to do Blender stuff because I am doing yes, Rampage Rally, also in the title of the stuff, and I wanted to make background sounds, background music. Tell me if it's too loud because I don't want it to be, or if it needs to be louder. It's going now. Okay. Otherwise, yeah. I'm taking part on a challenge, which is a 3D rendering challenge, which like a million people can take part in, but I'm gonna take part in it and stream my work on it. I'm also gonna. I made a plan to stream a bit more often, so I'm gonna try to do 3 times a week if I can manage. And yeah, I'm gonna for the first month, well, this month, do the Rampage Rally stuff because that's yeah what I planned. So I'm gonna boot up Blender. And I'm gonna open the thing that was for the Rampage Rallies things. There, the template, Blender, open. Okay. and of course, bam. Okay, and I can, yeah, that can go away. Wait. I should probably grab the chat box from here, copy, and I paste it here, and I move it over here a bit smaller. Okay, that should, yeah. Either way, like, you can get all the there's all the information of the stuff. I'm just gonna put this to the side, so now I see it. Yeah, this, yeah. It's basically the rules, that's what you get on the template. I'm gonna delete it because I do not need that for now. I'm gonna save this somewhere. I might as well save it here. And GM1, because gotta keep up the versions. Okay, so basically this is what the animation needs to be in the end. I have a few plans for it. First of all, okay, wait, let me make this smooth. Yeah. First of all, it's gonna be a biker, because I have gathered references, which I kinda, wait a second, need to open with a different thing that I should have prepared before. Open, concepts, yeah. I can move this to be smaller. Right. Very chaotic stream, I know. I have no idea what any of this, but it looks fun. Yeah, this is Blender 3D animation and stuff. There's like a whole video where the guy also, I think I wrote his thing in his YouTube channel in the description, Punisher. He basically does these challenges like twice a year. And I was like, hey, I'm free and I can maybe partake and maybe I'm gonna be good. So, references. I will make this a bit bigger and I will add it as a source. Window capture. I call it ref, because I want to get the puref stuff. Does it show it? Yeah, kinda. Okay, it shows it very weirdly. It's not gonna work like that, I think. Damn, okay. Anyways. How do I do it better? Wait, if I make it full screen, will that let me? That's no. Screen capture, maybe refs, and I want to do puref. Yes, now it does it. Okay, that's, yeah, that's better. I can now resize it. Okay, resize it. Yep. Basically, I wanted to make some. This is where I do it over there. Yeah. Oh, you can, and I can even move it wherever I want, and it stays there. Okay, that's nice. I will be streaming 3 hours today. Sorry for not reading that. I need to make the chat widget somehow separate from the thing, and I have no idea how. Doesn't matter. I shouldn't need to change anything yet, but if you can see, I want to make a bike kinda like this. And I was thinking like Mayan thing, but I'm rechanging that. I don't have the references for it yet, but I want also like kind of this type of art style where it's like kind of clay, but it's not fully thing. Like also like neon punkish. No worries. And yeah, I know I won't be able to make any shorts out of this, but this will be a lot of interesting work. So maybe it's fun. Yippee. And I can make it a bit smaller for myself. Because today I'm starting with the bike. And I'm a bit worried about the scale here. So I'm just gonna append a file. Because I want to make a reference to the rig that I'm using. Which is gonna be... Where did I use it? Delta here. Append. See. Append. Where? I don't know if that was the correct thing. Okay. See you. I don't know where that thing was. Wait, append was the thing, right? Yeah. Maybe I just did it in the wrong place. Append. Dun, 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 dun. Delta. Blender. Just wait. Is there... No. Collection. There. So I append these three. I guess this. Append. Yes. Okay. No, that's not what I wanted, but okay. Oh, it actually fits the scale. That's good. That's good for me. So this is, I think, because I was thinking like what I can do. By the way, this is from agora.community. They make free rigs, which is useful. I thought, hey, this is neutral enough that I can reshade it, and I add like a helmet that I make myself that will make this look like a new character using the same rig, because I have no time to rig this myself and learn Blender rigging and all of that. So this is an asset I'm gonna use. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. I just need to make a bike that fits the size, but luckily it at least fits on with this, so it's approximately a similar size, which will mean that I can... I'm gonna close this, do this, yeah. It will be big enough to be a visible thing here, where I can add nice animation details. Woohoo! Okay, first of all, building the bike is the main thing for me right now. I can hide most of this for now. Close this. What are these things part of? Are they somewhere down here? No. I do not know why they're there. I just want to hide them for now. I hope I didn't get rid of them entirely. Wait. I need to know where this is from. Why did it not want to? I don't know. Okay. But fine. Anyways. Also the vehicle. Okay, so I need to hide it in the thing. No. Vehicle entrance. Where? What? How? Where? What? Mesh. Vehicle proxy. Oh, I can just. Damn, that's nice. Damn, that's nice. Okay, so you can. Okay, once I have the bike made, I can make it like that. Okay. Now I just need my pure ref on to stay on top. And mode. Always on top. Okay. I make it a little bit bigger for myself, but you guys don't need it that big. Anyways. I need her. I need the rig as reference so that I can make the stuff a size where it helps, where it works. Okay. First of all, where do I stick this? I guess I can. Nah, not there. I guess because I'm not gonna be keying much right now, it makes more sense to just stick it like this. Okay. Yeah. This is the first thing. I then need to view add mesh. I want to put a cylinder there. Where's the cylinder? Who knows? There's the cylinder. Ah, yeah, wait. Set origin. Where? How can I reset the? I always forget that. How to reset cursor in Blender because I did. Shift C. Okay, no. Or oh, it did. Okay, so this I can delete again because I need to add mesh. If you cannot guess by this stream, I am relatively new to Blender, but I do know how some stuff work. I rotated 90 degrees. Okay, wait. I forget to always rotate. X 90 degrees. There. Okay. And because I want to make this a motorcycle, I just gotta scale this down to a reasonable size of where vehicle will be. And I move this, the reference just a little bit beside, and I like scale it up for myself. You guys cannot see that really. Well, you kind of can see it, but not fully. I'm gonna... Yeah, approximately this works. I'm just thinking, like, where the hell does anyone sit on this thing? But, like, I just need this as reference for, like, the wheels and stuff, because I want to make these kind of, like, I just like glowing wheels, like, that seems like a cool idea, so I'm gonna do that. Hydrate a bit, because goddamn, it's already been half an hour where trying to fix the stream stuff and anyways. Yeah, this size works, I say. So I'm gonna. Can I also make this transparent? I remember I could. I know there was something more transparent to mouse. Okay. Nope. Okay. That's not it. Nah. Doesn't matter. I can eyeball it. I'm a CG animator. Okay. Yeah. I'm a generalist. So around this size works. Just gotta make the block out for now because otherwise this stuff will not work well. I duplicated. I probably should group. What the there. I should probably group this stuff in a collection. Yeah, new collection. Bike. One. Because it's always nice to have stuff sorted. But where the hell is the second? Oh, it's all the way over there. Yeah. How is it that I... Okay. So like this and... Ah, yeah, it's not Maya where you can just... okay. So these two, I need to scale in the Y position a little bit thinner. Does this work? Yeah, that will be cool. I can make a little bit like thicker wheels with the stuff and then, yeah. Also, I can just rotate this like in the z-axis by 90 degrees. That's fine. Just so I know the width I need to kind of work with. Yeah, that works. Then I have that. Should just do this by minus 90 degrees. And okay, once I have that, I want a little bit different stuff. Like, I do want these things because I like the idea of like, oh, it has like a mechanism inside that spins it, I guess, to say it simply. Yeah. Yeah. that's gonna be how I do that. So I first need to also think, how the hell will how will the thing sit? Okay, and for that I just, was it Control A? No. Shift A? No. Shift A, yeah, okay. How do I want? I think I want cube for this because that might actually help me more. Scale it down. And actually, I might make the smart move of just moving this X to the side and like working on this in the middle, because that makes more sense. Then I don't need to move that much. Okay. The Y. And like the main thing, how will it turn? Because like, will I have like a direct thing, like the stuff? Will I have like, this is also a thing I wanted, because like this gives it a nice thing, but I would like more of the like, you grab into it and like lay down while riding it. That makes for a more impactful theme. Like this one works as a good reference because it has like the detached stuff. I don't know by who this is. Neon Punk. It seems okay. Whoever this guy is, nice references. Because this actually looks quite slick. That looks nice. But it's way longer because of course it is when you're laying down in it. So GX thing, then I can, yeah, maybe even a little bit further back. Then I can just rotate this and would it be the Y? Yes, I am smart. SZ. Like this. Ba-ba-da-ba. Do I want it to be that? Tab, edit mode. Wait, what was it? No. What was it? Nope, that wasn't. Let's see. How was it to change to transparent? Transparent. I didn't want to do that. Go to the very beginning. Shift C, because how do you do transparent stuff again? God damn, I need to keep using stuff instead of constantly switching from one thing to another. No, I didn't want the parent stuff. What was it? It doesn't matter. I take this and this separate like this, and I just GC, so I put a little bit more like this. That way it does get that kind of view to it. It gets that. Okay, yeah. Duplicate. Why was it? Why did it not duplicate? Duplicate? Duplicate. There. And basically I'm gonna use this now to make like this. Okay, this seems to have like one big chunk here. Then it's like a smaller thing here. Also, I realized it has the person right beside it, which gives a good reference for the size. I might need to make this bigger. Yeah, I need to make it bigger. Probably. But the wheels go approximately to the like mid-thigh region, which works. The thing only goes to the... Actually, wait. I need to make it longer, not bigger in its entirety. That's actually quite good. So, GX, I make it like this. It's like... Yeah, that works. That works. Wait. How was the thing? I didn't want to do that. Wait. That's why Google is always Blender's best stuff. Let's see. Oh, that is helpful actually in some cases, but not right now. Wireframe mode. You can ask him. Well, I could stop by. Was it just Z? It was just Z. Okay, that's what I wanted because I can select this and move it like this, and it takes both sides immediately. Okay. So, what's up, Builderman? Yeah, I missed you. It's been a while. Sorry that I didn't reply immediately. I was looking up stuff because Blender. Yes. And I'm trying to build stuff for a render challenge. I just feel like this. Wait, okay. I make it with another object because I need that. Like, I like the idea of, like, here being a core reactor or something, so I could just make, like, cylinder, x, 90 degrees, scale it down, like this. Did y'all know I love my father? That's good, I'm glad. Wait. I still... That looks around right. Okay, this... I made this now to same things. I need to change that. But I want to read further what's going to be chatted. Who is your partner? Since you talk about them so highly. Wait. Separate objects. Separate individual. So I need to go in edit mode. Say no A and then P. By loose parts. Okay, does that mean? Okay, so this is now a separate piece, I think. Cube cylinder. What is this? Ah, okay. So it became cube 3, which it's a cylinder, but okay. Yeah. Dot 1. Wheel. Dot 2. Probably should put both in lowercase because otherwise I'm gonna get that mixed up throughout the thing. What will I call that? Like the main body. Main body. On this. Dot 1. Engine. Dot 1. Always lowercase. I always forget not to put. So, and seed dot. Okay. I need to figure out how I'm gonna make that reasonable. I'm just thinking, like, can I make it that I like really grab in, because I want to make an action where it like shoots up a flare at a monster. So how am I gonna do that? Okay, first I need to figure out I do it like this, and I add a thing like and what was the cut loop? Shift spacebar. Okay, yeah. And then extrude was what? Shift spacebar. What? E. Okay. I need to select faces. I do not want that. I want to extrude this. And then I just want to move stuff as usual. First of all, it was 1, 2, 3. Oh, this looks nice. So this is different views I can have. Okay, that's nice to know. So I want like okay. Okay, doesn't matter. I need these to move a bit more here. Do I want the stuff connecting the wheel here to be a separate thing? Probably. Yeah. So get out of this. The mesh cube S smaller G here, and what I will need to do is make the middle part wider, but I don't want it super wide. So I will just rotate this like that a bit. That's not what I wanted, like this. Actually, because I plan on making that a separate thing yet, I do it like this, and scale X, that's not what I wanted. Scale Y is what I wanted. There. Okay. Like this, and I need, what was it? Control R. Control R. Kind of like this and like this. Yeah. I need to select this and dissolve them because delete. I'm stupid. Delete vertices. Dissolve vertices. There. Okay. I could also, I might do that, but that's going more into the detail. I'm gonna leave it like this for a second, and I take like these, move it down a bit. What the hell? What the hell? I want to select faces. Why is this like that? Dissolve faces. Delete faces. There. I want to, no. Select this edge, fill it. Fill, okay. Okay, I take this face and I extrude it a bit in this axis. I want to scale it in the Z. And I make it a bit more like this. Actually, that one does. Okay. That's exactly thing. So wait, actually, X, and I just. How do you do that here? How do you make it flat? Because like I know you can. Doesn't matter for right now. Doesn't it actually would add also a little bit more personality to the stuff, but yeah, okay. Might be a bit too big now. I will make this X like this. Also, this can be duplicated and whoa. Pivot point is no different. That might become helpful later on, but not right now. I need to scale in Y and make this a bit bigger. Later I will of course split it into two things, so then I don't need to worry about that. Tab, I take all of these and I just scale them Y a bit. This face, scale it a little bit smaller in Y, a bit bigger in Y, like not that small, but like this. Yeah, that works. And then it looks a bit more like the hub. How do you, yeah, symmetry. Does that? Yes, okay, it does already. So, like this, I get the all-round shape a bit better. I still need to add like this shape and the rest, but that comes in a bit. Okay. I want to Control R and I add one thing in here and R another thing around here. I know the mesh looks weird, but it's just temporary. It's so that I remember what I want to put where. What I'm thinking is I can select these stuff, dissolve face, delete faces, and I get, actually, I should probably, is it? No, how do you extract them from a mesh? No, not spin, not smooth, not edge. How would I take it out? I do it in a way that, at least for me, is simpler. Actually, split and separate. That's probably it, right? Split. Does that mean it's separate? Kinda, but it like did a weird thing over here. Selection, so I can this will be windshield point. I guess it counts in 0 zeros before it does anything. But okay, so this is separate. Yes, good. Then I can just delete this because I do not need that for that. And also I might put it in solid view again. very blocky for now. And damn, an hour's already passed. Okay. I forgot how long it takes for me to do stuff like this. Yeah, so. But you can see where it's going, kinda. So I'm gonna just edit this, and I want to get the edges. Fill, not like that. Stupid me. Dum-dum, big dum-dum. Let's fill like this and fill like this. Good, okay. I feel like moving this a bit in the C would help it with making it. Yeah, and this one I can also edit. Like this, and I just move it a little bit inside. G, X, no, Y. And all around these also should be a little bit more scale in Y, just a little bit more like this, I believe, will make it work better. Damn, my earlobes. Weird. Okay. Anyways. Okay. That's just my quality stuff. Okay. It's a bit weird, but it will work for the start. I also, yeah, I need those for detail more. This is just a good base. Also, I'm confused. Is this the rear view mirror or is it the handle? This is the rear view mirror. I'm guessing this is the rear view mirror. I'll definitely be working on this in my own time, so not everything will be on the streams for anyone who is watching, which is probably just me for now, but I will be doing the streams more consistently, so you like see in the in-between stuff, and I'll like update in between. Z wireframe, because I want both of this. I just want to move it a bit down, so it has like a lip, I guess, kinda like here. Yeah, like this, and I move this one to be a bit more flush with it, and same goes with this, but a little bit like that. Okay. Yeah, that works as like a baseline. I'll probably make these separate, just so that I can keep it like organized, and like I'll merge it later on, because that hopefully will help me. I didn't want to fill that. I accidentally pressed fill. Okay. I'm gonna just do this on one side, because this is for the most part a symmetrical object, symmetrical bike. So I can just do a bit of... Okay, I did not want it. Oh, it's another... Fuck off. Sorry for the bad word. I just hate the fact that I did it that way now. I constantly forget. Nope. I want to edit, split, no, separate. Separate, and not this or this. Separate selection. Okay. Okay. Now it's been in a different world space. Doesn't matter. I wanted this. So. I had this. Yeah. Okay. That's weird. Okay. So. That also works. Set origin to geometry. There, okay. Set origin to geometry and origin to geometry. Okay, good. That way these things are all gonna stay in place, and I'm gonna need to figure out how. But it is kinda curved here. So I might curve, actually, yeah. What if I make it a bit, because it's gonna be smoother either way. What if I do a bit of this, and I keep it as like a kind of intersecting thing? Because I know that there is a new thing that you can like intersect the nodes. So okay, I'm just gonna scale this in X a bit. Dang, okay. Okay, maybe not like that. This. Nope. Okay. I need to just rotate this like this again. Why is it not flush with the thing? Okay. Okay, I delete it. I make a new because okay, I won't be making it one-to-one like that, but I could. Here's where I need to get my creativity thing, because I also would like a good seat for the stuff. Why is it a bigger wheel? That's actually kind of cool. I might do that too, like a bigger back wheel. Because that SY and SY here. And SY a little bit further back so that it's, yeah, that's gonna make it unique. What's up, Bucket List? How are you doing? Okay, I need to figure out how I do that properly. And I might make this a bit wider now that I have that, but more or less around this area. SY. That way it also makes more sense in the seat. Why can my own stuff not stay live? I don't know. Anyways. So I have that like that. But this is clear. And I can change it for my own stuff yet. I do my own fixing. Okay. Anyways, there needs to be something that fills up this area and connects these. Ooh, I could make it like cool spike stuff. That would be interesting too. Just add a cube. SY, a little bit like this. I take these. This view. GZ. Okay. I do this. Yes, I have a Discord. Should be, yes, it's in my description below. We like don't do much on there right now because like it's not a big Discord. As you see, not that big of a streamer. But yeah, you can, I have a Discord below. You can join it. And I added this again. God damn it. I always do that. I need to do that. That always happens. Okay. Here, 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 here. And I separate selection. Okay. And then I can do this and I have it as a separate thing. Okay. This GX, I move it like around here-ish. That should be good. Then I G. That should just be G. Just as G, I move this here. I probably need to make these both a bit more like that. Yeah. Yeah, it's getting together. It's fitting. And G1. Nope. This one. You. Yeah. Okay, that works. I take this. G. No, not G1. This one. Yep. I will later be able to Boolean out of it. Woo. Okay. Okay, this part will be what's kind of trickier. I need to take this. Technically, I can take both. SZ GZ Control R there, and I need one a bit here, and Control R, one a bit here. Yes, then I can put this one more like around here, and this one right about there. That should make this a bit easier for me to do it like this. That means also this needs to come up a bit. Yeah, okay. Edit here, G, and yeah. What could I add here inside to make it look cool? Now I'm realizing it may be a bit more compact back here, because I have it in the moment quite huge back here. It could be a bit more compact. Do it like this, and then move like these things a bit. These things. G, X. Move it like this. Actually, having that as like wing things. That could be cool. Yeah, that could be cool. Okay, why do I get Discord? That's just rookies. Okay. Anyways. I might. Yeah, I need to make that bigger, I think. Just SY, like. And make it like a lot bigger. Is it equal? Yes, it's equal. Okay. That was just my eyes playing a trick on me. And GY. Do I not have the here? GY. It's not okay. S1. I have a feeling this isn't. It isn't. Why the hell did I think it was? Wait a second. Why the hell isn't it? Okay, wait. I don't want to redo that. I'm gonna split it down the middle. How do I snap things to the middle? That's the real question here. How to snap vertices. How to snap vertices in Blender. Da, da, da. Wait, is it? Can I? The grid. Yeah, that works. Okay, then I can. Anyways, then I just need to delete these edge vertices, and I can add a modifier. Where is it? Modifier? Mirror in Y, not in X, in Y. Pokemon X and Y. Okay. And then I can merge. How do you apply again? I want to apply it. Apply here. Okay. Now it's back to being symmetrical. And yeah, it is. Not all of them. Okay, wait. I should be able to take these and wait, no, it makes sense that those aren't, but this one I can actually no, because I know I did it for a reason here. Yeah, I can do it. Yeah. It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense in the big picture. Okay, so these go back a bit. No snapping this time. GX. I want this to go back here. Then the boolean will be just created there. And this. How do you merge them? Wait. There was the merge vertices by distance. Okay. Yeah. So wait. I'm gonna just merge by distance because yeah. How am I gonna do this? So I want this to kind of grasp over like in the reference. So am I gonna do it here to make it like different or actually yeah, that might make more sense in the end. Okay. I need faces selected. Okay. Da-da. And E to extrude. And R to rotate them a bit. G to thing and to scale them in Y. I just in X. I just do a bit of this, and a bit more rotation. I want it a bit straighter to the thing, so I do it like this. And it only did one face. Great. All that is backwards. Okay. No. Hey there. Okay. M to merge quick. Okay, that's good to know. Okay. Sorry for not reading that fast enough because my mind is racing because opportunities. Anyways, why does my mirror tool not want to? It wants to move it. Doesn't want to extrude it. Okay, that makes, I guess, sense. Okay. E extrude. I just to scale it in X. X, rotate, and then I get it here. Okay. So then I can also scale it Y a bit further, and I change back to the vertices. Yeah. Okay. Like this. And I think this needs to go a bit further. I will need to make another loop there because otherwise it's not going around, it's going through. Boopity boo. Boopity. How the? What the? Okay, wait. So it's not a singular face. Why was it not a singular face? Okay. Merge by distance. I'm stupid. I didn't select all of the vertices when I did that selection. I do it like this. Merge by distance. Okay, there should not be a face in between those anymore. And there is. Face delete. Good. Okay. I'm gonna say that's good. And R to do my loop here. What's up, Jeru? How you doing? Vertices, yes, vertices. The vertices. That's not the vertices I wanted, but for some reason they're also not. God damn these vertices. Merge by distance. Okay. That should mean that when I do this, yes, okay. I do this, G, Y, like this. G, Y, like this. And G, Y, like this. This needs to still be a bit further out. Yes. Okay, now that's holding that. Okay. Yeah, I've done something. What do you mean with whole allegation? Uh, what's this? G Y I make this, and okay. It looks more like the bike every time. Okay. I still feel like this might be a bit wide, but for her to sit on it. If I imagine it. Oh, I can have these as the things to put the feet on. Of course. I'm a dumbass. And for some reason this still can. My chat does not want to update. For some reason I got a thing show up on my thing that had something to do with whole, but I don't know. YouTube, we mean the farming tool. But anyways, so I feel like I might also just want to make all of these things a bit wider. Why does it not want to? What the? Yeah, because I was already in this. So SY a little bit wider. That's actually gonna be an interesting thing. Yeah, farming tool. But yeah. So, like, what's been going on actually? Like, I have also a few stories because, like, I graduated. I got my certificate. Woohoo! I'm 3D artist. So I'm certified as a 3D artist, which is kind of a weird thing to think about, but yeah. Woo. Anyways, so this is like the rough outline. Let me just take this and G. Wait. Yeah, it's still on GY. Just a little bit like this. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. By the way, link in the description. Not working for Insta and Twitter. That's weird. My Instagram. Either way, my Instagram is GingerMega official. If you still can find it, and I really don't use my Twitter, so I will update them for some reason. If why the links don't work, I don't know. But GingerMega, I don't post stuff there. I got them because I was like, oh hey, I'm a streamer. I should have social media, but like, what? I don't have stuff that goes on in my life enough to be like, oh hey, Instagram, you want to see this? And I don't want to dox myself because I cannot post my location. So, but that's a whole other thing. Anyways, this is a bit too small for a bike. Like, let me just think about it. Edit here. If I move this a bit closer, let me imagine sitting in it. It needs to be a bit bigger. It just needs an overall size increase. Otherwise, it will drive me crazy. Like, this should work. If yeah, that should work. Okay. And yeah, like, honestly, I wished I was more of a like, oh, social media whiz. Then I could be like, oh, influencer, or not influencer, content creator, and I make cool stuff and people follow me and I get famous and I get money. But yeah, that's not gonna work that way. I'm just gonna try to be fun on my own, which I'm not in real life. But hey, the internet. So yeah. Anyways, my ramblings aside, I need to think of how I make the seat. Because if this is the, like, hub thing, then how will the stuff work? Also, I need to think about, like, do I have the handle here? How will I make this work? I feel like I'm trying to make the Tron. Like, this looks a lot like the Tron bike. Just... But yeah. Also, like, these things have the bike handles kind of on the outside? Yeah. This is an interesting idea. I could... What would it be? That would be a weird idea, but, like, if you think of, like, a handle, it just goes side to side. What if you make it that when you're, like, laying down in the bike, it go, like, you push instead of that you, like, twist? So, like, you push down the side and you... Could work. It's a bit weird. For sure, but, like, it works. I'll do that. Yeah. Damn, am I already... Wait. If I start 19... Okay, I might cut off early today, but I will stream... I need to fix my stream schedule, because I gave it some thought, but I'm like, I need to think about it. Anyways, let me think more about this. The seat. I'm focusing on way too detailed stuff right now. I need to think about how I make the seat. I could make a cool hub around here, so I don't need to make the thing, because, like... Okay. I'm just gonna think. I do that. Yes. I want it approximately in that thickness. Wait. So, edit. I need the wireframe. I need these, and I'm gonna just... I probably should be precise, so I'm gonna move it like this, and these go a bit back here. This... Let me think. If I do it like this and like this, then if that's a wide seat actually. I'm realizing that might be my issue also. So wait. I'm constantly changing stuff about the size of this, which I hate, because usually I'm like, ooh, reference size gives me, yeah. And then I have it, but then I'm like, oh, wait, this character needs to sit on the thing. I cannot make it too wide, otherwise, guess what? They cannot sit. That's why, like, they do have usually smaller seats for these stuff. But it's also then more fragmented. I need to think. I think like this would be a seat that works. Okay, but anyways, let me think. If I could also just change this a bit more in this thing, so that it's more streamlined for the character in it. That's gonna be weird ass topology later on, but I, for the most part, think I can neglect that a bit. This makes it a little bit less weird later on. Anyways, yeah. Since that's gonna be glass and gonna be see-through for the most part, I think it needs a loop around here, and then I can lower these here. Okay. The vision is slowly coming to life. I also will need to scale these a bit because I cannot have the legs absolutely being crushed by that. Which also means I can scale that part a bit down. Yeah. Yeah, that should... wait. Yeah, that kind of works. Honestly, how the hell is she gonna sit on that? I need that too. How am I gonna make that work? If I have the... it would be unsafe. But it's also a 3D thing. Why do I think of safety? Like, it needs to be a little bit realistic. But okay. If I'm having it like this, then this also needs to be a bit bigger because otherwise, or like at least this angle needs to be a little bit flipped up. So let me think. I just I make this go a bit high. I could also just do this. Let me be smart about it. I only increase this. Then the head can at least get here. That's a formidable crunch zone. Honestly, I couldn't pull the front a little bit together. So I might do that. Just like this. And then I do GX a bit like this, and I do X. And I realize it's not flush with the floor anymore. So C and a little bit higher. There. Okay. Why did I get a notification on my phone? Ah, my Fitbit. Okay. Anyways, ooh, I didn't realize there was a sword. But anyways, I like the style of these, but I'm not going for that cartoony. I'm going for a bit cartoony, but that's much later on. So I have this working. If I can like hollow this part out a bit, put the handles there. Yeah, that would make sense. I do this, and I bevel. I bevel it. I do a bit like this, and if I take the edges here and I just scale them a bit. I need to see the wireframe. Yeah, that should. This one. This is not modeling goodness, but it will do what I need from it. If I want to cut in it like this, can I? Ooh. Yes. Enter. Wait a second. I think if can I make it a straight line? No, because I'm stupid. Okay, I need this to go. That looks straight. Yeah, that looks straight. Anyways, then I can put not this. I can put this here. How do I slide it? Slide it. Edge slide. There. I do it like this. And then I need to delete the faces. The faces. Okay. Yeah, delete the faces, and how would I need to select the edges here. Maybe I could just extrude and do it in Z. It doesn't need to be perfect, but actually, even with the angle, it's nice. Then I do it like this, fill that, I select this and this, fill that, select this, fill that, and I select all the vertices, M by distance. That is so fucking nice instead of right-clicking that each time. Okay. Yeah. It's stuff. Do I want the screen a bit more rounded? Probably later, but not right now. And that's a good blockout. I wanted to end in 10 minutes. God damn, I only got the blockout done. I will be working more on it tomorrow. I will post an update on my thing, so if you want to see that, you need to subscribe and I guess push notifications. Oh, that YouTuber stuff. Because I will definitely be posting updates to that tomorrow. Because however far I get, I hope this looks better by then. Yeah, I really hope so. What? What was that? What? Okay, wait. No. 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 What button did I press to single it out? That's weird. Oh, and it puts it in orientation of the thing, so that's cool. What was the button I pressed? I want to know the button I pressed to make that happen. To single it out. That was nice. That I don't know what I pressed. Okay. Like I pressed it twice because I got the stuff. That button. Okay, that's cool. That's nice. That's good. That's good for me. And yeah. I think this is as far as I'm gonna get this. I just want to tweak this a bit more. Because I'm stupid. But and edit that I want to do. SY like this. Yeah. But I do not want it to intersect with the thing that much. So I'm taking these SY. Boom. Shakalaka. Okay. Solid. How am I gonna make those work better? Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. It's an arrow. Yeah. Okay, the stream will be ending soon, but I want to please anyone who is still here watching it, like it, and maybe subscribe if you want to follow up. But hey, you watched this video, so it probably will recommend something of mine sooner or later to you. So it doesn't really matter, but it would be helpful for me probably at some point. And yeah, bad topology on all of this, but it's a good blockout. It gives me what I want. I have the seat, I have the stuff. I need still the handle things. I think I'm gonna add them in between here. Maybe I hollow this out and make it a block inside. That yeah. The vision's there. And it will hopefully work well with this entire thing. Right. Need to like the vision's there. Like having this thing written by this, like that's gonna be cool. That's gonna be cool. We just need to make this all make a bit more sense together. But yeah, that will be cool. Yeah. Also, this might need to be scaled up a bit more so that it does that. I'm gonna like boolean this so that I have it like wrap around nicely. And yeah. But I'm gonna do that later. Yeah. It's starting to look like something. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm like convincing myself that this is gonna work out. I think it will. It should. With some luck. Yeah. Yeah, that will work out. I'm giving myself like this week-ish to, well, like the week would be over, but like the next few days to finish this bike and then hopefully texture it also in that time, even though that might take a while. But while I texture this, I can texture this, so yeah. At least her new. Like, she does have textures, right? Yeah, she does. She has like a suit, a super suit. But yeah. Kind of weird character. But anyways, I either way don't want the head there because I will make a helmet for her. That I will probably just like constrain to this controller because that's like the... Wait, what? Does it let me use the rig? Delta rig. I need to figure out what I do with that because it's not reacting like a rig would. I will see how that works. Might as well also delete. Ah, it's because it's not connected. Why is it not connected? Why is it not connected? Why is none of these connected somehow? I will need to figure that out. But before that, I can delete that. What did I delete? No, I don't know. I want to. Does this stay? Am I stupid? But shouldn't this... Wait, why does this not work like a rig should? The fuck? Wait, what? Where is this? Meta. What? Where? What the? Here, all this. These are a bunch of stuff that I don't need. But, oh yeah, I should probably also save this before I delete something I didn't want to. Okay, but like, it works. Yeah, everything works. Everything still works. Good, good, good. Anyways, yeah, that will be it. I just... I really hope that I make this work out. Yeah, should. It definitely fits for this. Okay. Yeah, I should make a proper thing instead of being streaming jackass. Right here, and I delete the. I just save this, and yeah. Okay. So, I hope everyone's doing well. I luckily didn't forget to press record on this. And otherwise, whoever's watching, I hope you enjoyed. Maybe subscribe, maybe like. It would help me for any future streams. But I otherwise will be streaming for the rest of this month, like regularly-ish. I hope I do it regularly enough. And because of that, goodbye. I hope you enjoyed. It wasn't much, it was a lot of muddling. It was a lot of blocking out because I'm starting this. So yeah.